Hey there folks, Wrel here again, Mass Effect, the original. We're doing the trilogy. Let's play style, and this is episode 4. Let's load up the game. We are, last time we stopped kind of abruptly. I actually had to take off, but we are here on Therum? And we are about to go to a little boss battle. I'm not in the best of shape. Actually, Garrus is probably doing the worst. And we are going to end up rescuing Dr. Tsoni from stuff. Alright, so now we're going to encounter a new enemy type. One that's extremely annoying. Always amazes me that the people don't they don't like realize, I don't know, things in time. Mass Effect 2 is notorious for that. It was just like, I don't know, so many parts when you should know exactly exactly what you're up against. Yeah, kind of gets the jump on you. All right, so I've done this strategy every single time. And it's kind of cheesy, I'm not gonna lie. But, there we go. So, Ghost is down. I think that's Ghost. And, yeah, I just hide behind this thing. That the way the Colossus is actually on the other side there. And it limits the number of enemies that I'm gonna encounter, which makes things easy for me, obviously. I forgot that the things share cooldowns in the original Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2. Now these ghosts, they actually have a very specific place that they jump, depending on your location, and so that makes it a little bit easier to take them down, like that. I'm going to drop a warp. Now these are snipers, really nasty, so stay away from them if you can. And let's do this is something that I really liked about Mass Effect 1. It's kind of cheap, but you can run through the game with basically a pistol and you have no problems at all. It's kind of funny, and the reason for that is that you can get the marksman ability, which I have, and it's not even like I don't have too many points invested into it, but it makes my my pistol really nasty. So, all right. Finish them off. We can go kick this around if we really want to. Ah, we can't. That's a shame. Alright, back into the mines here. Let's open her up. In Mass Effect 2, there was a lot of... If you do the side missions, there's a lot of locations that they're interesting, but I always thought that the best locations are in Mass Effect 1. Like you don't see a whole lot of this. Actually, I don't think you see hardly any in Mass Effect 2. Just the nice tunnel and I don't know, actually, nah, I take that back. You do get some interesting locations, but for the most part,
that's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
but for the most part, the fights in Mass Effect 2 and even Mass Effect 3. Actually, Mass Effect 3 has some really good places, but
I've never visited a Prothean ruin before, aside from the Citadel, I mean.
2 felt like it was mostly on rails, very limited. Whereas you definitely have more freedom in Mass Effect 1. And not just in the town, but just in the maps. So like expansive, and you get to you don't always have to follow the same path to get to the same end point. And that was something that that I feel really hurt in Mass Effect 2. Alright, let's grab this. I gotta bait these things out. Here we go. Ah, this is ability. This is so nasty. Alright, before we go in there, let's do... Actually, let's dump on that ability, or my pistols, a little bit. There's 2 points, 2 points. Let's go. I can keep a sniper rifle, and I have Skype messages. That's fun. Let's do. We'll focus on his. Actually, his battlemaster is pretty good. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna save it real quick, and I'm gonna go disable my Skype. In just a moment. I will be right back. All right, here we go. Skype disabled. Can continue on with our magical adventure. I love how calm everybody is about this.
Hello? Can somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Alright. So what I find interesting is that we do encounter Protheans, like an actual Prothean in Mass Effect 3. Did I spoil that for anybody? And we have Prothean ruins in Mass Effect 2, but there is nothing like this ever talked about or seen again in the entire series.
Take him out.
It's kind of interesting. I think that the Prothean as a whole their design their mentality changed. If you see the ruins toward the end of the game on don't shoot me.
Lost shield.
On Ilos, the so-called Protheans look nothing like what they turned the Protheans into in Mass Effect 2 and 3. And they found a way to explain this. They just said that the Protheans that we discovered on Ilos are not actually Prothean. I think there's something else. But I think that was more of an excuse. Like they had an idea of where they wanted to go, and then they decided that wasn't the best way to take things. We want a more humanoid-looking character, so then they kind of changed the storyline around a little bit. All right. Now, before we get into this, now this is we're gonna have a nice little encounter up here pretty soon. But I'm going to try to. I'm gonna buff up my guy a little bit. Let's do proof sighting, maybe. Actually, yes, that's exactly what I want. Chemical rounds are nice because they deal damage over time, and given that the adept is particularly frail, it's nice to have that where you can just fire off a couple shots and then hide after that. So we actually have some better... Oh, we have some radioactive rounds. Hammerheads are cool. Alright, so we're just going to do the upgraded chemical rounds here. Let's see what we have for armor. Nothing. First aid interface 2? Is that all we have is 2? No, 3. Sweet, I'll take that. Okay. And we have don't have an amp. Actually, we need one of those because we are an adept, so we do want our amp. Let's give him something. Yeah, you can get the hardened weave, why not? See what we can put on your sniper rifle. You already have long barrel. Accuracy is good. Mod. I can dig it. Let's give... Do we have a better shotgun for Rex? That's a little better. Oh wait, no, it's the same. Sorry. There we go. Let's go with the... Alright, go with the hammer. We're actually going to put the... Gonna put the hammerhead rounds on this. So Rex will actually be able to knock people over with his shotgun. If I recall correctly. We're gonna save it again. Oh. 1. Oops. So basically we're doing a Simon Says thing. So I just have to remember with the code. Oops, I just did that. Did it wrong. We just have to remember and keep trying actually different possibilities. There we go. Conveniently placed mining laser. I can dig it. Alright, let's I think I'm gonna waste a medkit on Garrus here. Just to make sure. Can't save because we are on an elevator. That's how that works. Now someone, I don't have the name off the top of my head, posted in the comments last video that that there's an HD reskin for Mass Effect, and I actually Googled it. I looked at it, downloaded it, have not installed it obviously, but that is something that I want to do.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
I like how she says that button, like there's one. Here, just tamper with this Prothean technology.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know...
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal.
Regardless of which choice you pick there, Joker says the same thing, Shepard says the same thing, Rex says the same thing. It's kind of funny that they give you these choices. There's actually there's a number of different things like that. It doesn't really matter what you say. It's that it's an illusion of choice that's very present in this game. Choices I feel were more meaningful in Mass Effect 2 and 3. Like they fleshed out the options more. But this was... That illusion of choice is actually something that's really important to maintain in practically any game.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy feeds for us.
His audio is really, really low.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill her. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Alright. Okay. So this fight kind of sucks, because Krogans charge you and ruin your life. So basically, we have to prioritize the Krogan first. I don't have stasis, which kind of sucks. Dampening is nice to use. We'll use a warp as well. And then I'm actually going to do the throw. Alright, so alright. Alright, so that went a lot better than I thought it was going to, so that's good. No, he was still alive. Never mind. That's what I'm talking about. It's just, it's hard. I mean, well, we probably could have finished him off. Oh, you know what? You need to kill them when they're down, because Krogan regenerate.
Do you think
Saren's looking.
Alright, and there's always... Yeah, I don't like that the save point was before riding the elevator up. It's kind of funny. Alright, I just want to check something. Okay, round 2, we're going to power through this. Alright, so we have him here. We are going to... okay, so... Boom. Boom. I'll turn this on right away. And then I'm gonna run.
Shutting them down.
No, no, get away from me. Okay, you need to attack Rex. You need to overheat their weapons. I need to put my shield back on. And I'm dead again. Gets you every time. Alright. So he's skirting to the left side of the room, which means that I should probably just run to the right.
I still cannot
Instead of... Oh, you know what? While this is happening, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Then I'm gonna come back. And then we're gonna kill him. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it again. Okay. So, boom, boom, and yeah, let's do the throw. Okay. So I'm gonna run to the other side, and we're gonna turn our pew on. Oh, okay. Garrus is down. I got to. Gonna bring him back up right now. Boom. All right. Where is? Man, I'm hurting. Okay. So who else do we got? We got and where's our Krogan friend? You do that. I'm gonna warp him. Boom. There we go, that's much better. Okay. Or did we? Still got one more. Okay. It's a little better. I like how the barrier conveniently comes down now, after it went up for the boss fight.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making
Yeah, he's kind of a
jokes.
douche.
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
What cycle? What are you talking
The
about?
galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of... How do you know this?
There was a
evidence-
damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a...
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is no wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever... I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we
Thank
bring
you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate, or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished?
We can talk again
Mission
after you
reports
see
are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him
Setting
through,
up the
Jeff.
link.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tsoni
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Benezia would never allow...
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her.
At least the mission was a
Apart
success.
from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
Okay. All right. So we have Dr. Tsoni on board now, and yeah, it's Liara is a very interesting character. Well, actually, they're all pretty interesting. Kaidan was kind of a jerk there. That's I don't know why it was him. It probably should have been Ashley, to be completely honest. But Liara is interesting in that she evolves like a lot throughout the series, and she's a child right now, essentially. So her transformation is more significant, I guess, than that of I think I don't know, maybe more significant than Tali becoming an admiral, because it was kind of which happens in the second game. But yeah, I don't know.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are
Dr.
you feeling?
Chakwas assures me I am going to be
You're
fine.
in good hands, Dr. Chakwas.
I never properly thanked you for saving...
I'm just...
I know, but I am not like Benezia. I will do what...
Don't worry,
It
Liara.
means a lot to hear you say that, Commander.
Tell me about
Me?
yourself, Liara.
I am afraid I am not
Sounds
very...
dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of... Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Now her the sentences that she uses are very they're very proper in Mass Effect 1, and then they loosen up, and she actually grows a sense of humor in Mass Effect 2 and 3. And she becomes a little bit darker, or like understands what she needs to do more, I guess.
You don't
It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. But that is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked...
Sounds
as a
like you want to dissect me in
What?
the labs.
No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never
And
happened.
that's kind of what I was talking about right there. It's just those little moments. Like, she's very... I don't know, she learns what it is to be, like, normal, essentially. Kaidan, I'm gonna let you die. I don't really need to talk to you. And stop slinking up on him like that. That's just... We're not gonna have a romantic relationship.
Sorry, Commander.
The Council doesn't...
I hear you. It's funny, we finally get out, and the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic.
Maybe I'm not... Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was... Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how...
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is...
Yeah, it was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Jump Zero's a little...
Anyway, this was supposed to be a
I wanted to get to know you a little better. That's all.
Well, you, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Of course. But I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to, but yeah.
No.
I'd like that.
No, Kaidan. It's not what's gonna happen. Alright, those are my quarters, actually. Let's just talk to Garrus. We'll talk to Rex. We'll talk to Ashley. And then we will... What do we need to do? We need to go to Noveria.
So, we've got some good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell us. I would've if I thought I was... They said he was looking for more men, too.
I didn't know Saren was openly...
It wasn't that open. And we'd been raiding... I was on board checking bodies.
What did...
I had a really bad feeling about him.
What kind of cargo
I don't know. If there... That's why I didn't mention it soon.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander? Sure, I was hoping to get a minute of your time.
I keep an open door policy.
I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but, I'm... With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams.
My family's defended the Alliance since... My father, grandfather... I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own. Is that why you're out here? To take the fight to the pirates?
No. The future of humanity is out there.
Yeah. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one who uses that word to describe Sherlock.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Makapog boot camp, too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with him.
No, ma'am. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander. Ma'am.
All right. So a lot of people say that Ash is racist, and she's not. You can tell by that conversation there that she's... I don't know, it's not racism, it's just caution, I think.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer?
That's a good question.
Like what?
He's taking my resignation pretty hard. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger. Well, I could have received... He despises the Spectres.
I suppose...
But say, if you want to nail... Thanks, Commander.
All right, and last we're going to talk to Miss Tally. Miss Tally Vasnima.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. Back home, you know, there's always... I could never abandon my people. Unfortunately, we have had this... In extreme cases
Let's not talk about anything. All right.
See you later.
And so that's it. We're caught up on our crew stuff. It's a good idea to talk to everybody after a main mission passes, like you know, rescuing Dr. Tsoni and just anything besides a side quest, essentially. I want to check on, let's look at, yeah, my Paragon scores. Wicked low, and a little bit of Renegade. In order to, at the very end of the game, or just to say that, let's, we want it up here, like capped out if at all possible. And that's probably not going to happen. Because I really don't like the system that, it got better in Mass Effect 2, but I don't like the system that they have that determines what you can and cannot say, I guess. If you... I don't know, if you look at somebody the wrong way, that's Renegade, right? You know, if you look at, if you say something generous, that's Paragon. And that's not how life works. That's what I find, I don't know, kind of dissatisfying about that. Let's head on over to Noveria. We could go to Pharos, but not something that I feel like doing right now.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
All right, Noveria.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Granting access granted.
You know, I keep forgetting to talk to Joker. I don't think I've talked to Joker once about his issues since we started.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Wonder if I can do that now. Let's go talk to Joker. Let's just see what he has to say. Seth Green, the voice of Joker. And it looks like Seth Green to a certain extent, you know, a little beefier.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Saving my boots from burning lava is part of your job, Joker. We don't give medals to soldiers for doing their jobs.
That figures. Just get me a nice card and a cake. No coconut, though. I hate that crap. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Wrel syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
I like that about Joker. The fact that he's a real person who's dealt with hardships and that sort of struggle is what fuels a lot of people. Who are we gonna pick? Anybody but Kaidan. Anybody but Kaidan. Let's do Talizora.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
I think for
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore.
For you to be successful in life, you have to, absolutely have to, have dealt with struggle in one form or another. And you don't really know what you're worth until you've had some sort of hardship. And the worse the hardship, the better you are for it. Or, the more it can break you as an individual.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, ma'am.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
It would not be wise to search for the Geth unarmed.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock! We are authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your weapons. 1, 2, 3.
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
Yeah. That's silly. Silly little encounter. Yeah, so I was saying about struggle. It's very, very important. Like I can't overstate that. And it's easy to get lost in what's the easiest, you do what you want to do instead of what you have to do, and
the executive board does. Tread lightly. The board can bury. Unusual?
Venezia.
Venezia left for... You'll need to ask admin. His office is on the main level. Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother?
No, we don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're a part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety, and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
Actually, that's kind of it's kind of an interesting question. You can actually get a quest from this guy, but I don't want to, because he's dumb. Shepard, you don't know too much about Shepard. Liara is basically a child. She has to deal with her mother going rogue. Tali has issues with her father and just the fact that she's out on pilgrimage, and you don't really get into her issues until the second game. Kaidan has already taken care of his demons. Garrus has... I skipped through the conversation, but he has some issues with his father, not approving of how he runs things because his father is very by the book. So it's just, you know, one of those standard relationships that that people can have with their dads, not being proud of them, I guess. And Rex has a lot of problems. It's probably better just not to talk about it. But yeah, so I think that would make for a pretty decent question. We're actually going to end the episode here. What kind of struggles have you gone through? I think that it's, I mean, I've said it a couple times already, but I think that it's an extremely important part of developing as an individual. And you know, whether if you're still in high school and you're just you're trying to make it through, you know, you hate life, right? I think we've all gone through that. It's those it's how you deal with those struggles, how you deal with the bullies, how you deal with the like you not wanting to do anything but you forcing yourself to do it. You know, those small struggles, and then sometimes you get the big ones. Sometimes you get family members passing away. Sometimes you you know, you'll lose your job when you hadn't thought about the future. Sometimes you know, just not thinking about the future in general, and kind of just living poorly in the moment and not seeing the point. That's a struggle in itself. And so if you're interested, you know, not too many people view these videos yet, and you know, it's completely fine. And if you don't want to like divulge that specific sort of, you know, it's touchy information, it's personal stuff, but if you do want to share, could be interesting if you have an interesting story to share. But that is about it. We will pick up next time. We're going to run through Noveria next time. It's actually a little bit long, which is why I kind of want to cut it here. But yeah, thanks very much, folks. We're all signing off.